Welcome to Smalltalk Daily for Thursday, January 7th, 2010. This morning I'd like to go through something that might be a little vexing if you're looking for this kind of information. Let's say you're in the browser and you come across a method that invokes a primitive. A primitive is the point where the system calls down to the VM.exe code at the C level, either directly with the operating system or something that's implemented inside the VM, like the hashing code. And what you'd like is not to see the implementation of the primitive so much as you'd like to know all the places in the system that this primitive is called. There's no easy way to find that from the browser, at least it doesn't seem to be. Turns out that that's not that hard. What you can do is go to the Parcel Manager, and once that's up, you can go down here to Browser Extensions, and you'll find there's something called RB Primitives Browsing. Load that in, and once that's in, you can go back to the browser and notice under the Find menu, there's a references to primitive number. Now what we're going to do is we're going to look for this one, 75. So I'll type in 75, and it brings up this thing, which is a search browser window showing you it's implemented here, also an identity hash. So it turns out that both hash and identity hash do the same thing. Over in protocols, proto-object hash, and then symbol hash, all the same code. They all go down to the same primitive. Now it turns out this wouldn't be that hard to find, except perhaps for identity hash. You might not guess that they're doing the same thing, but in fact they are. You can do this for any primitive in the system. Of course, you have to know the primitive number. So this is kind of honed in for people who are working at the VM VI. That's what we call the image inside here at Syncom, the VI. People who are working at that interface level. Other people may not find this that entertaining, but if you need to know where a primitive is called throughout the system, perhaps because in one or two methods you'd like to get rid of that primitive and insert your own Smalltalk code, this is the way you can find all those implementations. So that's about it for today. Until next time, have fun with Smalltalk.